What is up, everyone? This will be my Rek'sai jungle video, and I'm gonna go over everything you need to know on how to play Rek'sai jungle and climb with the queen. So Rek'sai jungle did get nerfed recently, but I still think she's really good, and I'm just gonna show you pretty much what I've been using, my setup that I still find a lot of success with on Rek'sai. Pretty much we're gonna be doing the conquer page with cut down instead of coup, and we're gonna be going jack of trades because I really think jack of trades is really good, especially if you run an item that can get you your 5 stacks really quickly. For pathing, we always want to start red buff on Rek'sai jungle. Starting solo red is still fine. Pretty much all you have to do is start Q level 1 and just keep using your Q as an auto attack reset, as you can see. Very simple, very effective, and very easy. So when I'm playing Rek'sai jungle, I always do 3 camps into, possibly invade or a gank. I just think it's very, effective. And it's a very important, right? So here, enemy balling looks like they came to lane really late. So that might mean that Xin Zhao could have started blue, but it looks like there's a lot of fighting happening bot side. So when there's a lot of fighting happening bot sides, I'm always really paying attention, because when you start red on this side of the map, you can always do something called a reverse gank, where in this situation where I could just do my raptors and then look to gank bot afterwards. But there's a lot of options on the map, right? Pretty much I always want to do something aggressive after this, into an invade, into something here. The top side of the map I don't think is as important for me as Rek'sai. It's more about what I can do on the map. So here, this is a pushing wave that, in my opinion, is something we could gank. So I think we can kill them as they try to get these range creeps in. What I want to do is I want us to go in just as I'm about to get on top of them here. And I'm going to just flash and make sure we kill the Jhin. And that's a perfect gank, right? The perfect angle for us. That's the reverse gank. So that happens often. If this was not a gank for whatever reasons, I would have gone and checked and then warded here. And if Xin Zhao really did start bot side, which he could have, he may not have, then I would just base and go, cross mid maybe, or go here. You can always gank mid too, but as you can tell, it wasn't really a gank mid option because the wave was like almost here, right? So it's not really something you can gank. So if Xin Zhao did blue and he was farming top side, he could be in this top side area. So I have a really good buy right now. So I'm going to Umbrella, see the camp spawns. Okay. And what's important too is to actually just see if he's on the crab. So he's on the crab right now. But this Renekton's playing very far up, so we can actually gank him here. It should be a free kill. This Renekton comes back, and the chomps. And Rek'Sai is getting a new skin, so if you've been excited to play Rek'Sai jungle, the new skin is going to be a beautiful thing for us. And so everything I've said so far has come true. The Xin Zhao did start blue because he showed up here with level 4, so he had to have started bot side. So that's just really good for us. We're able to gank first instead of having to deal with, the Xin Zhao on the crab as well. So that's just really good for me. So what I like to do in situations like this, I have a lot of money again. My first base, I got my swords because I'm going to Stridebreaker. Now I want to base again because doing wolves, I skip wolves as Rek'Sai a lot because I think it's the most skippable camp that I don't really need to get right now. And if you want to keep like really fast tempos Rek'Sai, I generally just recommend you skip the wolf camp just to keep my tempo, right? And that's just the problem with Rek'Sai after the nerfs. Her speed clear is not as good. So we do favor the Tiamat. It will speed up our clear a lot. So I'm in a really good spot with this. And what's important to remember when you're playing Rek'Sai jungle or just early game gankers is to remember that what happened earlier was Jhin flashed, Karma used some summoners, so killing the bot lane is easier because of, possible summoner disadvantages, right? So here I'm gonna ping because I want Blitz to clear this. So it's just important to remember that kind of stuff. Now I've been spotted, I'm gonna go and do my raptors, right? Maybe swing in for a quickie mid. Clear the pink, because pinks are bad for us to have on the map. And I tried to see if I could sneak something out, maybe a quick play on, you know, the karma or something. This Jin Zhao is actually power farming like a madman, which is pretty unusual. So I can contest him on the grubs. I think we should just kill him, in my opinion, and I think he's on void grubs. So what I'm going to do is hit the plant, go on him with the no flash. Sad. It's sad. It's a sad day. My mid laner does no damage. Quite sad. I should just play for the void grubs. But my tunnel was bad there. He had no flash. I didn't have to tunnel like that. I wasn't expecting him to go on my dog. But he went on my dog. So it's a very sad day for the Rek'sai family. He should have been dead. He was in the pit with no flash. He had no way to get out. That's just unfortunate. I greeted a bit going back on him. I think we could have killed him, but I should have waited a bit longer. But it's okay. Things happen, right? Mistakes happen. That's just part of the game. If you play perfectly all the time, then you wouldn't be watching my videos at all because there's no need to get better. Here, I'm going to look to go on the karma first. Jhin is quite strong, but he does miss some spells, so maybe we can fight it out here. He just got 7. How is he 7? That's crazy. But the wave is coming, and I could get 6 off him. Damn, I just needed this kill for 6, man. It's so hard to get him. MF did 0 damage. Yeah. A bit of a farming meta, so you do end up losing a bit. If you're trying to effectively gank the map in certain situations, you might run out of experience in some situations as well. But it's really not that bad for us. We sort of stabilize on that kill, so the game is much better for us now. This guy's obviously a one-shot kill, something I want to dabble in. All I want to do is get it cryo here fast. If he E's in twice like that, it's always good. Just means it's a very simple kill angle now. So here I hit the Q, gives me vision. Right click, knock up, E auto, W, Q, R. Very clean one shot. Your R is an execute, so you always want to use it as the target's very low. Here there's still some void grubs for us to take. This will also amplify our experience, you know. And Zhao showing bot side gives me a confidence and information that I might want to invade his top side after that, right? If the enemy jungler shows bot side, most likely he's going to be playing for dragon. He may not have farmed his bot side yet, so that's something we can do to catch up with experience, is to just take his bot side. So if we want to take his bot side, what do we want to do? We want to check every camp. And if the raptors are up, generally the rest should be up too. And usually if the enemy top laner starts red, his first camp, but this guy didn't, then his red should be up around the later time. But his red is up now, so he actually did get it. I'm gonna play for the Krugs too, and this is what I'm saying. Like he had the much bigger experience advantage, but in a one window, I was able to kind of farm up and pretty much get back my experience. Now there's like no more. Our experience is quite literally the same. So here I'm basing because, well, Stridebreaker is a huge buy in Rek'sai. If you can base after I've cleared like one side of the jungle, I'm generally pretty happy. Plus I have my armor boots, so this is like ideally a good time. I always set up one tunnel here, and this game I haven't really been able to set up farm tunnels, but I'll show you guys what tunnels are really good for farming. And usually I usually have 2 tunnels here, 2 tunnels here. You should only have 2 tunnels set up to farm faster when you're jungling. And that's a really important thing. So maximum 4 tunnels and 4 are for ganking. So I'll show you how I would set my tunnels up. Sometimes I set one up this way if I want a faster way to Grom, but usually I set them up as you know, moving between my camps and stuff like that. This game, it's a bit awkward. And usually I set one up like this way, but I'm not going that way, so I don't really want to put one down. So this guy is, you know, we're getting close to pretty much the same experience, right? But I do have 2 kills advantage. This is sort of what I was talking about and how it just kind of all plays out. I want this guy to go in here because I can just go on him. Just getting his flash and R is a very powerful ability. And I'm going to clear the pink out too. Here, I'm going to just go. I assume Blitz is coming too. Just get the Jhin kill fast. Karma wants to die too. Might as well kill her too. Kill whoever wants to be killed, right? Like, it's just simple as that. This Karma is obviously super cocky. We don't appreciate that. And we just retaliate. I mean, anytime your Stridebreaker is up, pretty much if your Stridebreaker is up like this, you can E on to someone. They're almost always dead. And that's a huge thing with the Rek'sai. Sometimes you can set up a tunnel here to whichever way. I really think like, Krug tunnels are important, so I always set up like one like this. Usually have the liberty of setting up like 2 tunnels here, one to Krugs, one to like Raptors, or one to get out. And those are like the 2 tunnels I set up there. Sometimes I set one up to go from here to here because it's annoying, and then sometimes like here to here. And that's my second tunnel. Those are your farm tunnels, and that's I'm gonna show you guys more of the ganking tunnels here too. I'm gonna E to kind of keep the chase. My damage is lackluster indeed. But my farming is very good. Again, I can always take this tunnel anytime. Once you use the tunnel, you can take it quite fast. I'm gonna R once I feel like the CC is about to hit me. And yeah, I'm just punishing bot lane, right? Bot lane is jungler shows top side. What do you want to do? You want to punish bot lane. Xin Zhao might try to dash here, which is good for us. Here, I'm always tracking sonar vision. Put a ward here to see if, you know, if Xin Zhao does decide to come back, like, it ain't happening pretty much. Also, you can always, and I mean always, make the enemy bot lane not have fun. Like, we're here, we're getting all the plates. Jhin is, you know, he's not having fun, right? Do I want him to have fun? Of course not. Take a bite out of him. Make him feel bad, right? You want them to AFK. You want them to AFK. And if I have a chance where junglers show top or void grubs or whatever, I always do this, like, ganking bot lane. Blue side, boss side camping is literally the freest thing in the world. Nothing feels better than what I just did. And you can do it over and over again. Have a word there. It's free real estate. Here, that's enough. Tower's broken anyway, so I'm gonna base. And this is where I go into Cleaver. After Cleaver, the builds get a bit different. In my opinion, you have a few options you can kind of deviate from. You can go into Warmonks, which I'm going to be doing in this video, which I think is really good. Or you can go into... We got another guy here. He might need some liberating. Seems like he may need some freedom here. Damn, this guy's he's a survivor, bro. This crocodile wants to live. No wonder they survived the extinction era. Alligators go hard, bro. Evolution. But I'm okay with that situation. A lot of kills. Yeah, but Cleaver, this is where you kind of feel low, like, you know, you feel kind of weak until you finish that Cleaver. And after the Cleaver, you can go into Sterix, or you can go into Warmonks, which I think is really good right now. I've been going Warmonks. I find it very OP. And, you know, might as well kill the Jhin again. Here I'm gonna do Dragon, I'm gonna do the pink wards. I'm gonna do as much as possible. And yeah, once you get the ball going, once you get the enemy carries really giga tilted, kill them as much as possible, really make them feel bad. You just kind of keep farming. It's kind of a farm meta. This is why I think Rek'sai has a bit of problems because of the whole, you know, farming stuff. This Echo's so annoying. He actually is gonna kill Trinity here. There's absolutely nothing I can do about him. Farewell, dog. I really didn't like you that much anyways. I do have Cleaver, so I can always base too if I want right now. But if you're here and your Krugs are up, you might as well do Krugs and base, right? Like, it's just one more camp that's right next to you. And I always try to teach people, like, a really simple thing is clear your jungle in quadrants. Quadrant farming is really important. So if I clear one camp, you should clear the other camp, clear them in the quadrants that they are in, and it's going to help you dramatically. So here you can go into, like, you know, Sterix build, or you can go into like the Warmox build, which I really like. If you feel like you want to just be more tankier, then you can go into like a Warmox build. I also like to have one tunnel here. 2 is okay too if you want, but it's up to you really. But yes, Warmox is a really OP item right now, and it's very strong on Rek'sai, unless you regen a lot of HP. If you don't like Warmox, you can go Sterix, Steph Sands kind of build, but this is what I've been doing after. So I'm going to do, probably this game, I'll probably go like Warmox DD or something. And that's generally a good build for you to go with, a very solid build for you to play. Jhin is very, very much dead. I have to R this guy. Oh my god. Okay. The masturbator has reported for duty. I've been masturbated by the Jhin. I never saw that coming. So the Warmox, you have a few components. You can go into this part. I like it too. It gives you movement speed. And movement speed, in my opinion, is actually a very important stat that you need to catch up to people. Renekton's quite strong, so I have to avoid getting locked down by him. That's something we could easily avoid too. It's not a big deal. Renekton R'd me, right? That's a big cooldown that we're gonna kind of take advantage of here. Very nicely done. Very easy for us. Even MF was able to live there, so that's really big. Might as well, if you're here and the wave is like coming in, you might as well just start to push waves, right? Like if you have Hydra, Rek'sai is extremely good at split pushing too. So you can always just kind of take a wave and just really flopper it down. Even another wave if you want. If you wanted to, you could take another wave potentially. But because Crab's up here, I just really want to get the Crab. Game going much better now after clearing that up, but these games in Emerald are pretty aggressive heavy by the looks of it. I think Xin might go through mid here. If Xin Zhao goes through mid, it's something we want to kill. I do want to knock up Xin Zhao here. Okay, maybe that was a bit deep. I need an MF to help me kill this Xin Zhao, but I probably shouldn't have dove like that. I have Warmox coming up. That should be good for me. A bit deep indeed. My mouse wheel went crazy for a second there. The dog is not really actually assassinating anyone. I've actually been playing Neferi jungle too. Low-key though, it has potential. You're going to see me playing a lot more of it. I think it has a lot of potential. As you can see from my runes, we have a lot of value from Cutdown already. Cutdown's been doing really well. Conqueror has actually been doing really well this game. And Jack of Trades has gotten us a lot of value. You can see every stat, you actually get ability haste. So not only do I get like 8 AD, I'm getting 8 ability haste from this rune too. And if we're able to get to the 10 different stat bonus, we're actually going to get a lot of value. And that's when it's going to pop off. So here, whenever I'm going for a flank like this, I'm always looking for the kind of like side angle here. I actually have Stride Breaker coming up. And I'm obviously kind of like becoming a bit of a problem, if you will. Didn't get Dragon because I didn't really care about Dragon. My focus was on winning the fight, right? Like I could maybe try to flip the Dragon 50-50, but if I want to win this game, I have to win that fight because the enemy team will get too much gold. They will get too much farm. And this game is not going to end by Dragon Soul. This game's going to end by the next fight around Baron. So always play for the fight. You could play for the steal if you really don't think you can win the fight, but it really, you just have to see the situation. And you just have to read the situation. And even with the Warmogs, Rek'sai has a lot of HP scaling in her kit. Your E does a lot of damage based off your max health, which is a weird thing, but that's why the Warmogs actually gives you more damage as well. It gives you a lot of damage in your E ability. And this is where I would start to go for like armor or HP. You can go Thunder Sky if you like it. For me personally, I really want this DD, and I'm going to build pickaxe to get most value out of my stats. And then after that, I'm going to focus it around the armor part. So I'm going to go Steel Sigil. And this is going to help me a lot in this comp where the enemy team is 480. The armor boots itself is really good value, but I'm going to have to get more if I want to carry. The dog is on the loose. I need to try to get out here. I'm gonna knock up and regen as much HP as I can. Oh my god, this guy's almost obliterating me. No, the Crocodile Dundee. I thought I could tank that damage, but he actually obliterated me. What the hell? Now we can't get Baron because of that. It's so sad. I didn't have to go back in there. I didn't have my knock-up ready anyways. It's just sad because I thought I could actually tank that. I didn't expect this guy to have the damage of a Poseidon staff waiting to erupt on me. But this game is going pretty well, and this game's going to be free. We're getting a lot of money anyways. Jhin is obviously a bot. He plays like a robot. He's super tilted from the early ganks, and that's what you really need to do. When you play an early ganking jungler, you are mentally, it's mental warfare. Like, I'm going to make this AD carry feel helpless. I want him to feel pain and suffer, right? Like, that's part of the game. And here, this is the tunnel I was talking about. I always do this one when I'm going to like get one on this side. This is an important tunnel to have. It'll help you farm a lot faster. Second tunnel, if you want one, usually I just do one like from Gromp to up here if I remember going up there. So here it's like a weird situation. My team is fighting, so if they're fighting, sometimes you have to just group up. Renekton is hurting for some reason. I have Warmogs, remember, so I'm gonna be full health soon. I played that bad though. I should have just killed the Renekton. I think I could have. Problem is actually Karma shields have been really affecting me in this situation. So what I want to do is actually kill the dog. Renekton's actually very squishy, as you can see. Problem was actually more so. Here I'm checking the plants and we're gonna start Baron here. I don't have Smite for 15, but I think it's pretty free. There might be a Xin Zhao, as you can see here. But that's something we can take care of after. Generally, you don't want everyone to get off Baron, or else it de-aggroes, but we're in such a good position now that it really doesn't matter that much. So I'm okay with the situation. I'm gonna just finish the Baron here. And from there, we want to base and spend our money. If I have enough for DD, it's really good. If not, then I would farm a couple camps and get my item. But we do have enough for DD, so I'm not gonna lie. So I'm pretty happy now. The game state is like very good for us. And the last item is more flexible. Like you could go into like more tank items. Like Randuin sometimes instead of DD is okay. For MR, like Spear Visage is quite good. MR item. Sunder Sky is obviously good. I wouldn't go Eclipse this late, but Sunder Sky can just give you more healing as well if you like that. And my goal here is to be, you know, we have a Baron buff. What do we want to do with a Baron buff? It doesn't actually stay there. I don't really want to fight here because, well, we don't have Indepth, right? I'm gonna make Echo R here, or die, or die. And yeah, good fight, good cleanup, right? Like the Rek'sai, she scales really well. She's really about hit and run. A lot of time, I show you guys that you really need to get your damage and then get out and then go back in with the Warmong's regen, with just your base regen, with just your HP regen in general, right? It's just really about getting in and getting out. That's something you're going to see me do a lot, that I emphasize a lot on. Would love for him to dash on me. Knock off fast into combo. Right, your damage is not, like, you're not bursting people in, like, one combo. You're really just obliterating them in a slow, articulate way. I have R, right, so I can just kill him. Oh. Oops. I mistimed that. I thought Karma Shield wouldn't last that long, but it did. So that was my mistake. I understand. I apologize. It was my fault. But I should have waited out the Karma Shield, and that's pretty much all it was. But I would be happy to see more Rek'sai changes in the future. I think Rek'sai is potentially a good champion in a sense that, like, they just have to give her like true damage on E. Like if they gave my true damage on E, get rid of the max health scaling, put true damage on her E, give her some better bonus ratios, AD ratios again, change her ulti to make it like more utility, I think she would be a really good champion. But unfortunately, it's not how she is right now. Her R needs like a rework in my opinion, and her E should just, it needs like a change as well. And also the problem with Rek'sai, in my opinion, is her early game tends, like, should be, her clear is just really not that fast. Her ganks are, like, incredibly strong. But her clear is where it sort of lacks. And because the last set of nerf affected her clear a lot, which I don't know why they did that, it really hurt her in that regards. And the meta is very heavy about this clear. Listen, like, her late game scaling is insane. Like, if you get to later in the game on Rek'sai is a god, right? Like, I'm regenning, my passive is regenning me almost 1000 HP just without Warmox. So you can see, and I bring so much CC and utility, right? Like, this Renekton, he can do absolutely nothing to me, right? I'm like this Renekton's father. My E is just spammable. I have fever. This guy does his complete damage. I just E out, regen half of it. And it's like nothing. I could even wait for Warmox to full here. It's really like, the annoyance and the power of my champion is very insane. And then there's like triple knockup combos like that, right? Like, there's just so much potential. But there's just so much untapped potential, right? Like, she's a very strong scaling champion. You just have to get better at her early game if you really want to succeed on her. But it's really not that hard, so I hope this video helped you a lot. I'm going to be doing more Rek'sai videos in the future, especially with the new skin coming out. I really like that skin. So you know I'm going to be capping that skin here. Oh my god, yeah. And destroy it there. You already know your boy Inori loves that primordial Rek'sai skin. Listen, it's one of the most beautiful skins I've seen in a while. It's a beauty of a skin. It's a flank on Karma. Remember we talked about just like all the damage they do to us. All potentially regenerable. Maybe not that part though. Here you can go into Sterix or you can go into Thunder Sky depending on what you think your build needs. In this game I think I need Sterix and I think I'm good to go. Could have ended the game obviously we're farming them because they're just farmable little rodents. And you gotta farm them when they're farmable. And for pots like red pot or HP pot are really good. Depends on what you feel like. If you want an MR item, you could go like Spear Visage. If you don't want it, if you want to go like more tanky. There's a lot of options on how you want to itemize. The Warmox right now as this OP, unless it gets nerfed, Warmox feels really good right now. 1000 HP, 5% movement speed, just really good stats. And then the insane regen if you don't take any damage for 10 seconds. So here there's a lot of chances of where I could just have got out of the fight, came back at full health within like 10 seconds, right? So it's very big. They're actually on Baron, so we have to stop this Baron. The Baron is greedy. Oh my god, they got Baron and Dragon. We might have spiced it up a bit too much. But I think they're dumb enough to fight us on mid really fast. So it's something we could just do here. In my opinion, I think we can just fight them here. So I think we should fight them here. A lot of times people get Baron, but they don't really base correctly. And then you get chances to just kill them like that. I'm a genius. I know where people hide. I know where rats hide. It's never been a problem for me. Personally, I think we just kill them here. I think they're going to be dumb enough to walk up, as we talked about. They're down a number, right? Diving, though, is a bit of a problem. That's the issue I see. Oh, shit. Oh, doozy. MF got engaged on. Trinimir is a problem, though. He just dives. That's an issue. I might have to sell my Warmogs for more damage. I think it's Thunder Sky here. Problem with Warmogs right now against Renekton because he has Blade in the game. But I think I need more damage. So I might go Thunder Sky here. He does a lot of damage to me. But it's also okay. I was hoping we could get a free fight here. I didn't want to dive them. Trinimir is Trinimir, right? So that's an issue. I think we are fine though. It should be an easy kill here into the, or it should be easy game end here if we just group up. We have to just kill the Renekton. I feel like if we actually properly did it, if my teammates understand to kill the front line, we will be in a very good, comfortable position. I think they're on my red, but I'm not very strong right now, so I would like to fight. get to groove. Okay, maybe not right now though. Oh no, we might have lost actually. But they don't have a wave. Damn, Trinimir died without Arin. It's a bit of a doozy. It's a bit of a doozy. It's a bit of a problem, you may say. And because I tried too hard to end the game fast when I should have just took it slow. Well, the game would have been slow. We could have just pushed top and gone through top and him, but sometimes it'd be like that. So I hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to like, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next time. Good luck in the game. I'm tired. Good luck in the climb, and yeah, see you later.